Hello guys, welcome back again to another live stream of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Part 10. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം ഗൈസ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും വെൽക്കം. ഇപ്പോൾ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യാത്തവരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക, ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാത്തവരുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിന്ന് 10th പാർട്ടാണ്, 10th പാർട്ടാണ് നമ്മളിന്ന് സ്ട്രീം ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് ഫോർ ജോയിനിങ് ദി സ്ട്രീം ഗൈസ്. അപ്പോൾ 1 to 9 നമ്മുടെ ചാനൽ പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റിൽ അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്, അപ്പോൾ ഡു ചെക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഔട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പുതിയൊരു സ്ഥലത്ത് നമ്മൾ വന്നു, കെയർമോർഹൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സ്ഥലത്ത് നമ്മൾ വന്നു. വിച്ചർമാരുടെ വിച്ചർമാരുടെ ഒരു ക്യാമ്പ് എന്ന് പറയും. സോ അവിടെ നമ്മൾ ഫൈനലി വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. നമ്മളും യെനീഫറും ഏരിയ വന്നു. സോ നമ്മുടെ സിരിയെ തപ്പിയുള്ള അന്വേഷണത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് നമ്മളവിടെ വന്നതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പുതിയൊരു റീജിയൻ, ഫുള്ളി സ്നോവി റീജിയനാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വെച്ച് നമ്മൾ ഉമ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടറുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഉമ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ക്യാരക്ടറിനെ ഉമ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ക്യാരക്ടറെ കൂട്ടുപിടിച്ച് നമ്മൾ യെനീഫറിനെ തപ്പാനായിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ യാത്ര ഇങ്ങനെ തുടരുവാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഫൈനലി യെനീഫർ നമ്മൾ ട്രയൽ ചെന്നപ്പോൾ പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തി ട്രാക്ക് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തി ഓൾറെഡി ഒരു വില്ലേജിൽ ചെന്നു. പക്ഷേ അവിടെ വൈൽഡ് ഹണ്ട്സ് വന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ വൈൽഡ് ഹണ്ട് വന്നപ്പോൾ പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തി അവിടുന്ന് രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടു. സോ നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെ ആ ഒരു പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തിയെ തപ്പിയുള്ള യാത്ര പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ തുടരുന്നു. സോ ഉമ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഇതാണ് ഈ ഒരു ക്രീച്ചറാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നമുക്കൊരു കേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, അത് നമ്മൾ ലിഫ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ ഉമ നമുക്ക് വേണം. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ ഇറങ്ങിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. സോ ഫൈനലി കെയർമോർഹൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ സ്ഥലത്താണ് നമ്മൾ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ഇവിടെയാണ് നമ്മൾ കളിക്കുന്ന ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഉമ. യെസ്, സോ ഉമയാണ് ലാസ്റ്റ് ശരിക്കും സിരിയെ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളത്.
How can I help you? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs?
ഈ ഗെയിമിലെ ഏറ്റവും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ക്യാരക്ടറാണ് പറയുന്നത് ഈ ഒരു ഉമ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ക്യാരക്ടർ. നമ്മൾ എന്തുവാണെന്നറിയത്തില്ല, നമുക്കത് കളിച്ചവരെല്ലാം പറയുന്നത് ഭയങ്കര ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ക്യാരക്ടറാണ്. ഈ ക്യാരക്ടറിനെ ഓർത്ത് വെക്കണം എന്നൊക്കെയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ലെറ്റ്സ് സീ കഥ എങ്ങനെ തിരിക്കും എന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് കണ്ടു തന്നെ അറിയണം. സോ നമുക്കൊരു കാര്യം ചെയ്യാം, നമുക്ക് മെയിൻ ക്വസ്റ്റിലോട്ട് കയറാം. ഞാൻ ട്രഷർ ഹണ്ടൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കി കുറച്ച്. മെയിൻ ക്വസ്റ്റിലോട്ട് പോയിട്ട് അഗ്ലി ബേബി ഹെൽപ്പ് യെനിഫർ ഫിക്സ് മെഗാസ്കോപ്പ്. സോ നമുക്ക് യെനീഫറിനെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യണം. യെനീഫർ ഒരു സ്കോപ്പിൻ്റെ പരിപാടിയിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ എൻഗേജ്ഡ് ആണ്. ചേച്ചി കുറച്ച് തിരക്കില്ല. ചേച്ചിയുടെ എക്സ്പെരിമെൻറ്റിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ തിരക്കിലാണ്.
Geralt?
Feel any different after our encounter with the djinn?
Yes. Now I feel regret.
Mean to say that?
That I regret we didn't try that earlier. Much earlier.
Think we would have argued less?
Quite the opposite. But the other moments would have been more intense as well. Moments like this.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the hunt?
At times, I'm amazed.
So guys, like ചെയ്യാത്തവരൊക്കെ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. അപ്പോൾ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യാത്തവരൊക്കെ അടിച്ച് പവർ ആക്കുക.
He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer,
like
he promised to release me and
Witcher
grant me free reign of the
first
Imperial
second
treasure, provided I did what he asked.
തേർഡിനകത്ത് തന്നെ കുറെ
He told you about
എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ഇങ്ങനെ
Siri,
പറഞ്ഞു
and you
പറഞ്ഞു പോകുന്നുണ്ട്
accepted
കുറെ
his offer.
കാര്യങ്ങൾ.
Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eredin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Found something that might belong to you. That skull some sort of accessory? If so, you've changed your style a bit.
It's a weapon.
Don't remember ever seeing you with that.
It's as you said. I've changed my style.
Thanks, Yan. See you later.
Geralt?
Thanks, Yan. See you later.
Wait a minute, guys. Am I missing something here? There's some shape. നമ്മളൊന്നും മിസ് ചെയ്തെന്നില്ല എന്നതാണ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു വിശ്വാസം. ഓ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ, ഇത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് വേണം നമുക്ക് അപ്പുറത്തോട്ട് പോകാൻ. ഓ മൈ ഗോഡ്, ആ ഒരു സാധനം കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് വേണം നമുക്ക് എനിഫറിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പോകാൻ. ഫൈൻഡ് ദ സോഴ്സ് ഓഫ് ദ മാജിക്കൽ ഡിസ്റ്റർബൻസ്. യെസ് യെസ് യെസ്, ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നു ഒരു സാധനം നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിൽ തന്നത് ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നു. ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ. ഈ സാധനം ഞാൻ വിട്ടേ പോയി, ഇത് കൈ തന്ന കാര്യം. Okay, so.
Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
So ഇവിടെ കണ്ടാണല്ലോ അപ്പോൾ.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
There you are. Witchering just never took off. Warmer. Hot. There you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
ഓക്കെ, ഇനി റെയിനിഫറിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പോയിട്ട് കാര്യം പറയാം. നമ്മളെല്ലാം ഡിസ്റ്റർബൻസ് മാറ്റി ഇനി റെഡിയാവും എന്ന് പറയാം. ചേച്ചി സെറ്റാക്കി ഈസിയല്ല.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope.
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednil Yennefer at Vengerberg, Gwynblade.
Okay.
Hey there, Ida.
Geralt.
It matters not, Yennefer. I've grown accustomed to human decorum. Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Dawn Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree, Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course, they are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensevern. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What
Okay.
is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Okay.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work would be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
Okay.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a bore, despite my asking you not to.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. All is ready. We should gather the others and begin.
Okay. Let's just wait just a minute.
Listen. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said
So,
we
Uma-
would help you, that's it.
ഉമേനെ നമ്മൾ തിരിച്ച് ക്യൂർ ചെയ്ത് മനുഷ്യനാക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് നമ്മൾ ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
But it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. Now take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Uma.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
Okay, what now?
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself. Or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
റൊമാൻസ് ആണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. അടിച്ചു വിടുക ഗൈസ്.
Well, lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to? On your way west last time I saw you.
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Careers where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Pragmatic as ever.
You could stand to show some of Lambert's expediency. Set ideals like justice for trolls aside, keep yourself out of poverty instead.
Knew the sorceress would see it my way.
Eskel, that catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A catacan. Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Mixing work and romance? Bad idea. Vampire could have caught you with your pants down.
Suppose so. But you look the way I do, you gotta grab every chance you can get.
Maybe you should wear a mask permanently.
And maybe you should wear a gag.
What about the vampire?
I made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. The vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies. And then, I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He got caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Triss is managing all right.
How are those scars she got at Sodden? Still there?
Lambert. Not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial,
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years. Decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yoko wanted me to trap her.
Great story.
Really? What's that? All right, change the subject.
'Cause you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass and pour.
Colder than up an ice giant's ass in here.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good man, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get into...
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Someone stop.
Sounds great.
I've never... How about that? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers. Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it.
Hey, Ambro Gamer bro,
He
welcome
was a
bro.
friend.
Sorox, welcome guys.
Didn't want to
Sorox.
hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
Welcome to stream.
You're a true friend.
Right, man. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again. Already wet.
All right.
Lambert.
Me?
Well, just seemed that way. You know, you're a little...
Geralt, damn it.
Everything it was empty.
This is a job.
Narriente.
Work.
Faster you. Find a skill using your...
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
Good guys, Visheshan, welcome guys, welcome to stream. Find a skill using witchers and see the lamp
Let's go.
citations.
Chop, chop.
Esco, you drunk! Get out here! Esco! Esco!
Let's go.
Skill really poya.
Esco, you drunk! Get out here!
എല്ലാം വെള്ളം അടിച്ച് കിട്ടിയ
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed the fight.
Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming. Esco!
You have what happened?
Hey,
Hey,
look. There he is.
വെള്ളം അടിച്ച് കിണ്ടിയായിരിക്കും.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Esco. Wake up.
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. Oh, we don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Lambert, believe you've had your last drink.
You're just jealous you didn't think of it first, but is that any reason to spoil it for us?
I don't have the strength to argue.
Of course you don't, cream puff. Bet I could take you with one finger.
Hey, relax, Lambert.
Wanna fight? Huh? Wanna? Come on.
Good night.
എല്ലാത്തിനെ വെള്ളം അടിച്ച് കിണ്ടി പോയിരിക്കും. No place like home.
Damn. What a dream.
Oh man.
See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Guess your gravestone and hemlock method didn't work.
Not entirely, but I did learn something. While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Dion
Then
എന്തുണ്ട്
keep
വിശേഷം?
silent. Thank you, Vesemir.
Welcome Dion ji. Welcome
I
to the stream.
apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Of looking like Amorino with the goatee. What the heck?
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of
going
spirit.
back to
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools.
നിങ്ങൾ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യണോ?
Chop chop.
Gather the necessary ingredients and brew the decoctions of the grasses.
How did you figure the proportions?
Okay, decoction.
Extrapolated some data, and some relations.
Meaning you guessed.
എന്താണ് എനിക്ക് ആൽക്കമി നോക്കട്ടെ. Formula, the decoctions of the grasses. Decoctions of the grasses. Okay, decoction of the grasses. Okay. Kitty, bring any for potion. Athro.
Potions ready.
Play little on nice, bro.
Vesemir.
Hookweed extract.
The
pain. I know.
Side mission system bolundu, but none of the side missions are repetitive. ഭയങ്കര യൂണിക്. ഞാൻ ഇതുവരെയും കളിച്ചതിനകത്ത് യൂഷ്വലി ഏതെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ സൈഡ് മിഷൻ റെപ്പറ്റേറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് വരും. ഇതുവരെ ഞാൻ കളിച്ച ഒറ്റ ഒരു സൈഡ് മിഷൻ റെപ്പറ്റീഷൻ ഇല്ല ഗെയിമിനകത്ത്. എല്ലാം യൂണിക് സാധനങ്ങൾ. സ്റ്റോറി അടിപൊളിയാണ്. Okay.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
Okay, എന്നെ കൊണ്ടാണോ തുറപ്പിക്കുന്നത്? What the heck it is in which order? Okay.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly?
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True.
Club World Cup.
But I must maintain the stabilizing spell.
ഒന്നും പറയാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല
Uma's
bro.
body is not nearly as resilient as a young girl
Okay.
with witches. Without this, Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No, the trial. If that's Siri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
I trust Yen. She knows what she's doing.
Don't doubt that. But do we know what she's doing? She tell you how likely this is to work?
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
Geralt തുടക്കാനായിട്ട്.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use theirs.
So transformation in progress.
Yeah, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Ever tell you about the time Dandelion bought me a sword?
Was that in Kerak? Just after we...
Decided to take a break, yeah. My swords had disappeared, doesn't matter how. And Dandelion insisted I had to be armed. Decided he'd buy me a weapon. Came to me beaming. The truest Rolodan steel. Good price, too. So good it felt like I was stealing. Naturally, blade shattered first parry I threw.
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery. Kaniatag, Nevid, Savin, Kowal, Arriva, Endir. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal, Kaniatad.
Nevid Severe, Kowal, Kaniatad. Nevid, Arriva, Endir. Geralt, the phylactery, open it. Canitad, Taran Anida, Diz.
Okay. Okay.
Avalok?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. In hell. A Sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
Okay, what does the hunt want for her, from her? അത് നമുക്കറിയാം blood ആണ്.
What's it
എന്നാലും
want from
ചോദിക്കാം.
Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To
Open the gate.
We cannot allow this.
ആ സിരിയുടെ ബ്ലഡ് ഇവർക്ക് കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇവർക്ക് വേറെ വേറെ ഇത്
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
പോർട്ടലോട്ട് പോകാൻ പറ്റും. അപ്പം അത് പ്രശ്നമാണ് വൈൽഡ് ഹണ്ടായി കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞു.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry.
Okay.
I tried to protect her. But the curse. The hunt has not found the isle.
ഹണ്ട് ഇതുവരെ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചിട്ടില്ല.
It is a matter of time.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't. No. You saw. Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before. Too many.
Toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through... Do you understand?
Okay.
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avalok? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble, and she won't get a second chance. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow.
Okay.
They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan
Okay.
to fight
So
them.
സിരിയെ നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ കൊണ്ടുവരണം
We
വൈൽഡ്
five
ഹണ്ട്സ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നതിന്
in a
മുമ്പേ.
crumbling castle.
അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വെച്ച് ഇവൻ ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യാമെന്നാണ് അയാൾ പറയുന്നത്. റസീം ബ്രോ, വെൽക്കം ടു ദ സ്ട്രീം.
Or wield magic.
എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ഐ വിൽ ഗ്യാദർ അലൈസ്. അത് നല്ലൊരു തീരുമാനമായിരിക്കും.
I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively.
Okay.
And you? What do you plan to do?
നമ്മളിനി
I've Avalok to care
ഒരു
for.
മാർവൽ അവഞ്ചേഴ്സ്
He's certain to
സ്കീമിലോട്ട്
die
പോവാണോ?
by gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
നമുക്കിനി ഇത് ചെയ്യണം. നമുക്ക് അപ്പോൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് ആളെ ഇനി അലൈസിനെ എടുക്കണം. അലൈസിനെ എടുത്തിട്ട് സിരിയെ ഇവിടെ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞ് വൈൽഡ് ഹണ്ട് എങ്ങനെയായാലും ട്രാക്ക് ചെയ്യും അവളെ. അപ്പോൾ അത് ജസ്റ്റ് മാറ്റർ ഓഫ് ടൈം മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ സിരിയെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ അവർക്ക്. അപ്പോൾ അതിനു മുമ്പേ നമ്മൾ അവരെ സിരിയെ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ച് രക്ഷപ്പെട്ട് താഴെ പോയിട്ട് എൻ്റെ ദൈവമേ ഞാൻ ചത്തെന്നാണ് വിചാരിച്ച്. ശരിയെന്നാ എൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തും തെറ്റുണ്ട്. റസീം ബ്രോ എന്തുണ്ട് വിശേഷം? ഓക്കെ, നമുക്ക് പോയിന്റ്സ് അസൈൻ ചെയ്യാം ആദ്യം. വിൽ ഡു ദാറ്റ്. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് ആദ്യം ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് ഗൈസ്, പോയിന്റ്സ് അസൈൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇവിടുന്ന് മൂവ് ചെയ്യാം. സോ ഒരു മാർവൽ അവഞ്ചേഴ്സ് സ്കീമിലോട്ട് നമ്മൾ പോവാണ്, എൻ ഗെയിമിൻ്റെ സ്കീമിലോട്ട്. നമ്മളിനി അലൈസിനെ എടുത്തിട്ട് നമുക്ക് വൈൽഡ് ഹൺസുമായിട്ട് ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. ഇവിടെ അപ്പോൾ അയാൾ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന ഇവിടെ സിരിയെ കൊണ്ടുവന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കിവിടെ വെച്ച് അവരെ അറ്റാക്ക് ചെയ്യാമെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. എങ്ങനെയായാലും അവർ സിരിയെ ട്രാക്ക് ചെയ്ത് വരും. സോ what we have to do is points ആദ്യം അസൈൻ ചെയ്യാം ഗൈസ്. പോയിന്റ്സ് അസൈൻ ചെയ്യട്ടെ. ഓക്കെ, if you two signs can be cast using points. Crossbow deal damage. ഓക്കെ, അതിടാം. ഓക്കെ, ഈ പോയിന്റ്സ് അസൈൻ ചെയ്യണം. ദാറ്റ്സ് വാട്ട് വി ഹാവ് ടു ഡു. Toxicity by 30 points. Each piece of medium armor increases sign intents. Okay. Each piece of heavy armor increases maximum vitality. Okay, അതോടെ കളക്കട്ടെ. Increases generation by 5 points. Okay, അതോടെ കളക്കട്ടെ. Vitality regeneration. Okay, അത് വേണ്ട, അതും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, അതോടെ കളക്കട്ടെ. നമുക്കിവിടെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന കാര്യം നോക്കട്ടെ. Add 5% against attack from the monster type or the old target portion. Each portion does heals. When consumed, the mutagen decoction increases maximum vitality with 300 decoction duration. Okay. Sign intensity ഇത് നോക്കട്ടെ ഗൈസ്, ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. അറ്റാക്കിൻ്റെ ഇത് നോക്കട്ടെ. ഇത് ലെവൽ 3 ആക്കാം അല്ലേ? അതോ ഡാമേജ് ഹിറ്റ് റിസീവൽ ഡോട്ട് റെഡ്യൂസ്. ഓക്കെ, അതവിടെ ഇരിക്കട്ടെ. ഇൻക്രീസസ് ചാൻസ് ഓഫ് ലാൻഡിംഗ് ഫാസ്റ്റ് അറ്റാക്ക് ക്രിട്ടിക്കൽ ഹിറ്റ് ബൈ 4% ആൻഡ് ദ ഫാസ്റ്റ് പോയിന്റ് ഗെയിൻ 1%. ഓക്കെ, by 30% chance of landing fast attack. ഏതാ? ഗൈസ് ഞാൻ സ്ട്രീം ഒന്ന് വൈൻഡ് അപ്പ് ചെയ്യണേ ഗൈസ്.